And now BBC television is closing down. So from all of us, it's good night, everybody. Good night. Don't forget to switch off your set.
Oh, an hour and a half I've sat through that bleeding rubbish, only to miss the end. I sat up to find out who killed Sandra Dawn. I'll see that for another 5 years now. I don't know, though. Probably on the other channel next month. Oh, whole face aches like. 12:15? Where is he? Have a good night to lock up and let him stay out on my doorstep all night. Here, bring him in with the milk in the morning. Here's a nice heavy forecast for tonight of frost. That should see him off. Frozen corpse on doorstep. I'll never forgive myself, says distraught son as he opens his second bottle of champagne. Come on. God almighty! Ted is out there tonight. I would stay out there then. That was the point. He'd only curl up with the horse and have the smell of that all the way through breakfast. Watch them fade away.
Oh, hello.
What time do you call this then?
I don't know. Got me watch.
It's 12:15.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Where have you been?
Down at the Derby and Joan Club.
The Derby and Joan Club finishes at 10 o'clock. Where have you been since then?
Well, I've been round to a friend's house for coffee.
Oh, have you? It didn't occur to you to phone, did it? I've been sat up here all night, sick with worry, wondering where are you? Pacing up and down, going out of my mind I was. You've no consideration, have you? I mean, I thought you might have been run over. I was going to phone the police.
I only went round for a coffee.
Well, coffee don't take 2 hours.
Well, we got talking and I missed my last bus.
How did you get home?
Walked.
Walked? Where from?
Notting Hill Gate.
Notting Hill Gate? At this time of night? You silly little man. Supposing you'd have been duffed up, how do you think I would have felt? Why didn't you phone a lift?
Yeah, you must be joking. The curb crawlers up there aren't looking for old men.
Well, you could have phoned.
I couldn't. She's not on the phone.
She? Have you been out with a woman?
Yeah.
You dirty old man.
You watch your tongue. There was nothing like that. She's a very nice lady.
Nice lady, keeping an old man out till 12:15. Where'd you pick her up?
I didn't pick her up.
Advertising in some sweet shop window, was she then?
Shut her mouth.
What was it? Advanced French lessons given? Ex-photographic model, 6 new position? Chairs French polished and bottoms recaned? Large oriental chest for sale?
Don't you talk like that about Mrs. Goodlace.
Mrs. Goodlace? Come on, let's have it out with it. Where did you meet her?
Mind your own business, nothing to do with you.
I could have you put away, you know. Diminished responsibility, in need of care and protection. Where did you meet her?
Mind your own business. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
I'll bet you are. So you're not going to bed? We're going to have this out here and now. You're going to start wandering around London like Count Dracula in the middle of the night meeting strange women. I want to know a little bit more about it.
What a nosy little bleeder you are. I don't have to put up with this.
Sit down. You haven't explained yourself yet. And I demand to know whom this old boiler is that you are consulting.
She is not an old boiler. She happens to be a very attractive woman. And I'm very fond of her.
Get out of it.
Well, it's not just something that happens to young people. Old people have their feelings too. Just because a prune's got wrinkles doesn't mean it's not tasty.
Who is this old prune then?
I was referring to myself.
Well, you can't be described as tasty by any stretch of the imagination.
Maybe not, but she likes me. She says I'm the nicest man she's met in a long time.
Poor old cow. She must have had an hard life.
Yes, she has. And I'm going to see it gets better for her. I'm going to try and make her as happy as I can.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Very serious. In fact, I've asked her to marry me.
I thought you said you wanted to make her happy. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to be cruel. But you must admit it's a bit of a shock. I mean, you come in here, 12:15, and tell me you and some old biddy's going to get married. I mean, I didn't even know you were courting. I mean, you haven't asked me yet.
I don't have to ask you.
That would have been nice, though, wouldn't it? After all, I am your son.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harold, but I only asked her tonight.
Yes. Well, we have been through all this before, haven't we?
Yeah, I know. But this one's different.
They're all different. I mean, where are you going to live? Are you thinking of moving in here? I have a right to know. And after all, I do have a stake in this place. I mean, I can't just move on. You do owe me a bit of responsibility. It was you that stopped me from getting married.
You don't have to move on. There's room for all of us.
Supposing I don't get on with it.
Oh, you will. I know you will.
How long have you known her?
3 months, 2 weeks, 6 hours. The happiest 3 months of my life.
Well, I haven't bloody well noticed it.
I'm different when I'm with her, Harold. It's like being born again.
Oh, God.
She's made a new man out of me.
Well, that was a bit different to the old one, for her sake.
Yeah. We met at the Derby and Joan Club. We seemed to hit it off right from the word go. I'll never forget it. It was a Wednesday night. I went down to the club, and there she was. Our eyes met, and suddenly nobody else in the room existed as far as I was concerned.
Some enchanted evening, you will see a stranger, you will see a stranger across a crowded room.
Shut up!
And fly to her side and make love you. Well, it's ridiculous at your age.
It may be ridiculous to you, but it's given me something to look forward to, something to make me last year's a little bearable.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. You wait till love's young dream wears off, mate. I can see it now. Corsets all over the place. Great big bloomers hanging on the line. Them old wrist cutters. The smell of cough mixture and camphorated oil permeating the entire household.
Smashing, ain't it?
Yeah, well, that ain't going to be very smashing for me, is it? I mean, I'm used to having this place to myself. I've got it organised. How I like it. Don't want to start sharing it with some bird. Leastways, not one of yours, anyway.
You won't say that when you see her, Harold. You like her.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. I know you will. It'll be nice to have a woman around the house again. Like old times when your mother was alive.
That old. I don't remember much about that, do I?
I've been very lonely since she left. It gets worse the older you get. You get a bit frightened. I know I should have told you before, Harold, but there was nothing to tell, really, until tonight. I never dreamt in a million years she'd accept me.
But she has.
Yeah. I hoped you'd be pleased about it. Harold, I know I owe you a lot. More than money can buy or words can say. You're my only son, and your happiness means more to me than anything. Oh, what I'm trying to say is, if you're dead set against it, I won't say no more about it. I'll give her up.
Don't don't owe me anything.
Oh, yes, I do. There's not another son in the world could have done what you've done.
Leave it out, Dad. You'll have me crying in a minute. All right, go on. Get married. I don't mind. Honest. I'm just being selfish, that's all. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I wish you every happiness.
Thanks, Harold.
I shall look forward to meeting her.
Well, If it's all right by you, I'll bring her round tomorrow night.
Yeah, so all right. I shall welcome her like she was my own mother. Now, go on, get to bed, get your strength up.
Good night, Harold.
Good night, Dick.
Thanks.
She's got hairs on her chin. I'm not kissing her.
How do I look?
Oh, for God's sake. You look all right. But I don't know what I'm all dressed up for. I ain't going out with a bird.
You want to make a good impression, don't you? Does the house look all right?
Well, it ought to. You've dusted it 3 times since breakfast.
She's very particular. You should see her flat. Not a thing out of place. How do I look?
Oh, God. All right. Lovely, in fact. Very desirable. You look about 10 years younger.
Oh, that reminds me. I told her I was 65 in case she says anything. 10 years younger, eh? Perhaps I should have told her I was 59.
Then you could never have got in the Derby and Joan Club, could you?
Oh, yeah, that's true. How do I look?
Oh, shut up!
I've got my best teeth in. They're killing me. I had some fillings put in them to make them look more lifelike. Harold, can I have a drink? I'm nervous.
Oh, my God, too late, here she is. Hey, you want to watch it, mate? You're going to drop dead before you get between the sheets.
You will be nice to her, won't you?
Don't worry. I shall be charm personified.
Thanks for being so understanding, Harold. You've made me very happy.
Oh, you better let her in. She's getting older every minute.
Hello, darling. Take your coat. Harold, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Goodlace. This is me son.
How do you do?
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Oh, go on. Kiss her.
Would you like a drink?
Thank you.
Sherry. Hey, what is your manners?
Oh, beg your pardon.
Here! That's mine! You're drunk, yours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. That's a bit of a shock, that's all.
Shock?
Oh, I mean, I expected an older person.
Well, I'm not all that young. I'm 42.
42? Oh, I thought you said you met at a Derby and Joan Club.
Yes, that's right. I work there 3 days a week. I run the canteen.
Lovely cook she is. You love her steak and kidney pudding. Right gut filler, that is. Isn't she lovely, Harold? I told you.
Yes, she's very lovely.
I bet you're surprised an old fogey like me carrying off a lovely thing like this. You look very beautiful tonight, my dear.
Oh, thank you, Albert. You're looking very smart yourself. Is that a new suit?
Yeah, I lashed out a bit. Harold's helped me choose it. I don't buy anything without his approval. Do you like it?
Very nice. It suits you.
Thank you. Come on, sit down, Daphne. Oh, you're getting a bit stingy with the drinks, aren't you? This is a celebration. It's not often I get engaged.
Yeah, of course. I'm terribly sorry.
You're more nervous than I am. Sit down. Pull yourself together. He's not usually like this. He just can't get used to the idea of having a new mum. Well, I want to propose a toast to my lovely bride-to-be, combined with our future happiness. Well, go on, drink up. Wish your stepmother all the best.
To your future happiness.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be off in a minute, darling. Will you two excuse me for a minute?
Where are you going?
I'm going to ring a minicab and confirm the table. I think you'll like this restaurant. I saw it on an advert in the pictures. Little alcoves and candles, and this jipper wanders round playing the violin.
Sounds lovely.
I'll get them to put a bottle of champagne on ice. I won't be long. I'll leave you two together to get acquainted.
It's been so long.
22 years.
I knew as soon as I turned round it was you. You look just as you did then.
Oh, I've got grey hairs.
Oh, it's beautiful. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Oh, Harry, why didn't you write to me?
I did. I wrote every week.
I never got them. I never got one letter from you.
Your bleeding mother. She never did like me. She hated me from the moment I rested my army boots on her coffee table. I didn't know your dad made it.
I thought you'd forgotten me.
Oh, I've never forgotten you. I used to think about you all the time when I was in Malay. Every night, I used to lay on my bed dreaming about you. While the rest of the lads was queuing up outside the knocking shop in Kuala Lumpur. I stayed faithful to you all through my national service. I was the original virgin soldier.
When you didn't write, I thought that was the end of it. And then at the beginning of 1950, when Jimmy came back on the scene and asked me to marry him, I did. You remember Jimmy?
Oh, yes, of course, I remember him. Great Tory twit. Always sneering about Clem Attlee and the groundnut scheme. What do you want to go and marry a great dozy Burke like him for?
He died 3 years ago.
I'm sorry, he had one or two good points.
He was a good husband and a good father.
Father?
I've got 3 children.
3? That could have been mine.
Little Harry's 17 now.
Oh, don't. All these years we've wasted. We could have been together. Oh, I loved you, Daphne. I really loved you.
And I loved you, Harry.
You two getting on all right?
The room's not up to much, but, I mean, the bed needs doing up a bit. Yeah, we're getting on fine.
I won't be long. I'm having a bit of trouble with the minicabs. They don't know what they're at down there. I'll soon sort them out, darling.
Oh, God, what a mess. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about him? You can't marry him. Not now.
Well, what can I do? I promised him I can't back out. Now, I can't hurt him. He's such a sweet, kind man.
He's 69.
65.
He's 69. He's nearly 70. He's an old man.
He's very energetic.
Well, he's entitled to be. For the last 3 months, he's been taking them pills the German police take. The 7 guineas a box. Never dreamt he was getting ready for you. You can't love him.
Oh, I don't. He knows that.
Then why?
Well,
Why?
it's been very hard for me since Jimmy went. It's not easy, you know, bringing up 3 kids on your own. They do need a father.
Yeah, but not him. Look what he's done to me.
And when you're a woman and you're 42 and you've got 3 kids, you don't get all that many offers.
Oh, if only I'd have known. Well, you can't marry him. I won't let you.
Oh.
Marry me?
It'd break his heart. He loves me.
Well, I love you. I still do.
No, Harry, we can't. It would kill him.
Well, they ain't got long to go anyway.
It's a terrible thing to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, what are we going to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oil Drum Lane, Shepherd's Bush. Oil Drum Lane! Well, get yourself a bleeding A to Z there. You won't be in the business if you don't know where places are. Right, 6:30. Won't be long. We're on the way. You two getting acquainted? He's a good boy, isn't he? He's been as fine a son to me as any man could wish to have. Oh, this is a wonderful day for me. I've never been so happy in my life. My only worry was that you two wouldn't get on together, but you do, don't you? You do like each other, don't you, Harold?
Yes, yes, Dad, I think she's wonderful.
Yeah, she is. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Dad, there's something I've got to say to you.
Just a minute, son. I was going to do this when we got down to the restaurant, but, well, seeing as everything's gone so well, I'd like to do it here and now. Sit down, darling. I went out and bought it this morning. It's an engagement ring. Here. Not exactly like the one that Richard Burton gave Elizabeth Taylor, but I hope you like it.
Dad, there's something I've got to tell you. Many years ago...
Just a minute, son. The man in the shop said if it didn't fit, he could easily fix it for you. There.
Oh, Albert, it's beautiful. But I can't accept it.
Of course you can. I can afford it. It's all right. It's only money. You know, the one thing that'd complete my happiness now would be to see Harold standing there with a bird as well. Why don't you get married, Harold? Don't you know anybody? It'd be marvellous. We could have a double wedding. There must be somebody you'd like to marry.
Dad, I want to talk to you.
Don't you know anybody for him? He's not fussy. One of your friends. Oh, well. Maybe some die. Well, you were saying?
Yes. Dad, what I'm about to say is the hardest thing I think I've ever had to say in my life.
Please, Harry.
No, it's all right, darling. He only wants to ask us what we want for a wedding present. Tight as a snare drum he is. Well, carry on.
Well, Dad, as a matter of fact, I think it's the hardest thing any son ever had to say to his father.
Well, carry on. We're listening.
Dad, Daphne and I...
No, please, Harry, not now.
I've got to. He's got to know. Daphne and I were lovers.
But she's only been here 10 minutes.
No, this was many years ago. It was before I went to Malaya. And Daphne and I, well, we were very much in love. And we were going to get married.
Is this true?
Yes. You see, I didn't know he was your son. I didn't connect you.
You must have done. Steptoe? It's not a common name.
Well, I didn't know him as Harold Steptoe. In those days, he called himself Harry Faversham.
Harry Faversham?
Yes, well, I didn't like the name Steptoe. I thought it sounded a bit common. And, well, I'd just seen the 4 feathers and... Well, anyway, I didn't want her mum to find out I was a rack and bone fella.
I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, well, anyway, Dad, I went off to Malaya and we never saw each other again till today. And I realised nothing's changed. I still love her. I think I always have done.
Do you still love him? I see. Well, that's it then, isn't it? There's not much more to be said, is there? That was a short engagement, wasn't it?
Sorry, Dad. I would have given anything not to hurt you. I had to tell you. I couldn't let you marry her, knowing what we have been to one another. That wouldn't have been right. But nothing's changed. We can still be one big happy family. Except she'll be married to me instead of you. She'll be in a different room, that's all.
No.
No?
No. It wouldn't work. We couldn't all go on living under the same roof. Me loving her? You loving her? Oh, no, I'll just clear out and leave you two together.
Oh, no, Dad, I couldn't let you do that. I'd never forgive myself.
I'll go down to my sister in Stoke. Or I could go into one of those nice old people's homes.
Oh, no, I'm not standing for that. No, I'd never forgive myself, Dad. No, you belong here. This is our home. We both do.
It's the only way. We'd only end up by hating each other.
No, we wouldn't. It'd be all right. I know it would. It'd be better than it is now.
Not for me, it wouldn't. Oh, it's no good, Harold.
Oh, God, this is all my fault. I should never have told you. I should just cleared out. That would have been the right thing to do. I'm selfish, you see. I'm selfish. Oh, God, I'm so selfish. I mean, you'd have been happy being married to her. She'd have been happy being married to you.
Nah, it wouldn't have worked. I would have found out sooner or later. You couldn't hide that from me from long. No, it's better this way.
No.
Silly of me to think of getting married at my age.
No, it wasn't, Dad. I was just being selfish, that's all. You would have been happy being married to her, and you both would have... Daphne? Daphne? Daphne! Daphne! She gone. Got on. She left you this. Says she wouldn't want to see us split up on account of her. Says she don't want to come between us. Says it wouldn't work out. 'Cause we're already married.
Excuse me, are you the couple that ordered the minicab?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, well, we won't be needing you now. Oh, hey, wait a minute. You want to go after her, son?
Yeah. What's the use?
Well, I've still got that table at the Gypsy restaurant. Seems a pity to waste it. Would you like to join me?
Might as well. No point in staying around here moping. Oh, yeah, we'll see you outside. What was she meant by that? Already married.
I don't know.
Well, come on. A bloody ridiculous thing to say. Straighten your tie. That's it. There. There you are. Put on straight. That's better. Chairs French polished and bottoms recaned. Large oriental chest for sale.
Don't you talk like that about Mrs. Goodlace.
Mrs. Goodlace? Come on, let's have it out with it. Where did you meet her?
Mind your own business, nothing to do with you.
I could have you put away, you know. Diminished responsibility. In need of care and protection. Where did you meet her?
Mind your own business. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
I'll bet you are. So you're not going to bed. We're going to have this out here and now. You're going to start wandering around London like Count Dracula in the middle of the night meeting strange women. I want to know a little bit more about it.
What a nosy little bleeder you are. I don't have to put up with this.
Sit down. You haven't explained yourself yet, and I demand to know whom this old boiler is that you are consulting.
She is not an old boiler. She happens to be a very attractive woman, and I'm very fond of her. Well, we got talking and I missed my last bus.
How did you get home?
Walked.
Walked? Where from?
Notting Hill Gate.
Notting Hill Gate? At this time of night? You silly little man. Supposing you'd have been duffed up, how do you think I would have felt? Why didn't you phone a lift?
Yeah, you must be joking. The curb crawlers up there aren't looking for old men.
Well, you could have phoned.
I couldn't. She's not on the phone.
She? Have you been out with a woman?
Yeah.
You dirty old man.
You watch your tongue. There was nothing like that. She's a very nice lady.
Nice lady, keeping an old man out till 12:15. Where'd you pick her up?
I didn't pick her up.
Advertising in some sweet shop window, was she then?
Shut her mouth.
What was it? Advanced French lessons given. Ex-photographic model, 6 new positions.
And now BBC television is closing down. So from all of us, it's good night, everybody. Good night. Don't forget to switch off your set.
Watch them fade away.
Oh. Hello?
What time do you call this then?
I don't know. Got me watch.
It's 12:15.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Where have you been?
Down at the Derby and Joan Club.
But Derby and Joan Club finishes at 10 o'clock. Where have you been since then?
Well, I've been round a friend's house for coffee.
Oh, have you? It didn't occur to you to phone, did it? I've been sat up here all night, sick with worry, wondering where are you? Pacing up and down, going out of my mind I was. You've no consideration, have you? I thought you might have been run over. I was going to phone the police.
I only went round for a coffee.
Well, coffee don't take 2 hours. Oh, an hour and a half I've sat through that bleeding rubbish, only to miss the end. I sat up to find out who killed Sandra Dawn. Oh, I'll see that for another 5 years now. I don't know, though. Probably on the other channel next month. Oh, whole face aches late. 12:15? Where is he? Have a good mind to lock up and let him stay out on the doorstep all night. Here, bring him in with the milk in the morning. Here's a nice heavy forecast for tonight of frost. That should see him off. Frozen corpse on doorstep. I'll never forgive myself, says distraught son as he opens his second bottle of champagne. Come on. God almighty. Ted is out there tonight. I'll stay out there then. That was the point. He'd only curl up with the horse and have the smell of that all the way through breakfast.